Could you tell me more about how is the federal system of the disability funding has supported and how has that supported the journey with identifying therapists, finding therapists, planning, and all of that process? How has that gone?
We managed our own funds. I found the system really quite rigid. I would have liked a bit more flexibility, and I know people who do rort the system and who do perhaps pull out more than what they should be doing, and I think it's very sad because there are people out there who actually need the funding. We spent 4 days a week in different therapy courses, which we couldn't have afforded without it. So I'm really grateful for that. However, we believe that she's got to a point now where we can manage her disabilities, and also she can learn and grow through that herself. So we actually turned off the funding. We rang them and said, "Oh, we don't want this anymore."
Oh, lovely. And what's the learning from there? As in, you have self-managing your plan, you're finding your own therapists, and then you're working with the therapist. But how is that process of identifying, working with somebody, and then saying, okay, not that working? So how is that?
I would interview them. I would interview them, and if they weren't going to come to the party, then I would find someone else.
Okay. What are the things you look for?
Someone who can connect with my daughter, because if they can't connect, how are they supposed, especially with someone's non-verbal, how are they supposed to get any progress? So there was a couple of people that I didn't connect with so well, but I could see there was a real bonding with her. So we went with them, and it did a lot of good for her.
Wow, lovely. When you introduce yourself, you use the word wife and mother. So there is, I think, in what you have described in your history and in raising a child and as a family, the role of a family to raise kids, and what do you see in the modern Australian society or communities, the role of families to play, and then parents, and then resilient parents to do parenting and take their responsibility?
I have a bit of a bugbear about this one. I was talking with a friend about it the other day. I think we've gone down... So a family is the core unit of society. A family is what connects all the individuals that we have in our community. And when we take out the family, we take out the very fabric of society. And I think it's a real shame the positions that are being put forward culturally, socially, politically, because all of them are undermining different roles, different norms, different aspects of the family. And I think it's a real shame because they don't realise, or perhaps they do realise and they're doing it intentionally, the damage that it's going to have on society as a whole, not just the individual families. In terms of parenting, I don't hold to the idea of child-led parenting. Children don't know when they should be going to bed. They don't know what they should be eating. They don't know that they're not a fire truck from one day to the next. So children should not be making the choices and leading the family. The parents should be doing that. And I think particularly the mother actually has a very active role to play in that. Although the mother, I think, would typically be regarded as the more passive parent. If you had to look at traditional parenting roles, she's the person who sets the culture of the family. She's the person who sets the tone under the headship, I believe, of the husband. And that is very powerful. If the mother has the ability to raise the children and to choose and to not be apologetic. I see a lot of apologetic parenting, and it raises insecure children. And we've got generations now coming through where they've got every disability under the sun, they've got every mental health label under the sun. They are chronically ill with all sorts of mental health disorders. These are not confident children that we're seeing coming through now. And I think that's largely due to parenting.